I'm Mike Borzello of the Chicago Cubs, and I got my Mims Band on mimsband.com.
Mike, who was the first player you remember seeing wearing the Mims Bandz?
I think Tim Raines was the first one.
Tim Raines during his Montreal Expo days? Okay.
Yes, and I was bat boying at the time and saw these new wristbands, and I was like, wow, how'd they do that? And everyone started getting them after that, and it was, I remember Darryl Strawberry's, he had a strawberry behind his face on the wristband. I wanted one of those, so it was Tim Raines the first one that I saw.
Do you remember what drew your attention most of those bands back in the days?
Just how different they were. I mean, you had never seen anything like that. Before that, everything was just your standard wristband, and then all of a sudden you saw these with the picture and the signature on it, and you're like, wow, that must be what it's like to be a big leaguer when you had one of those. So.
Okay. Do you remember who was the last person you may have seen wearing those wristbands?
Well, I think I recently saw Brandon Phillips wearing one with the Cincinnati Reds, and it caught my eye because I hadn't seen him in a while. It was Brandon Phillips.
Well, Brandon Phillips and Todd Frazier, the Cincinnati Reds, wear those bands. Yeah. We're gonna go back 27 years during your playing days. All right. Okay. Would you have wanted to wear those bands during your days?
Of course. Back then, I mean, if you were anybody, you were wearing them. So all the stars had them, and so of course, yeah. Why wouldn't I?
So Mike, like I said, we're gonna go 27 years back in time, and now Citi Field officially becomes Shea Stadium. This is courtesy of Mims Bandz and James Mims, all right?
No way.
Get your wish, buddy. What are your thoughts on that?
That is pretty cool right there. Wow.
Did you ever think you would see...
I wish I looked that good, but...
Did you ever think you would see your face on one of those wristbands, man?
No chance. I can't believe that. Wow.
Look, man, I know you guys are getting ready to for the 7 o'clock start. If there was any guy on this particular Cubs team that you would like to see wearing these Mims Bandz, who would that Cub be?
Ooh, that's a good question. Probably say Rizzo. I think Rizzo has enough flair to pull this off. So Anthony Rizzo would be my choice.